All right, everyone. My name is Jason Fisk. I'm the Assistant Dean of Professional Programs here at UCLA School of Law. Such a pleasure to be with you here today to talk about the Pathways to HR Director Program. So I'll first talk about the program, and then I'll open up for any questions that you all might have. Feel free to put any questions inside the chat box. So this program was started last year. This is now the second cohort. And when we created this program, what we did was we talked with all sorts of different people who are on their path to becoming an HR director. And we asked, what are the types of things that you want to learn, that you think would be valuable for you to learn? And what are other items that you think would be valuable for you in that journey? And that was the beginning of the start of us creating this program, because the next audience we talked to were over 100 HR directors. And we asked them, what is the knowledge that you need for your job? And what other types of things have helped you along the way as well to get to where you are today. And after all of those conversations, that is what prompted the creation of this program and really guided the path to knowing what we should put in this program. And we are now in the second cohort. So the structure of this program, it's 6 months starting in early March. And the core of it is 5 courses that starts early March and then goes through early August. And included in that, during that time, is everyone who wants will be assigned a mentor to the program, as that was one thing people very consistently said was that someone to help bounce question off of and provide guidance and support is really useful in this journey. And so we've gone out and recruited a lot of people who are really passionate about helping people to be one, and for you to have a one-on-one mentor. We also included networking events, as people consistently said, meeting people, sometimes people who they wouldn't normally meet, is very useful to them. So we have both on-campus and online networking events associated with this program. And we also have some sessions that are divided towards career advising. We have special lectures on all sorts of different topics, such as engaging employees and diversity initiatives and organizational management. And then upon completion of the program, you will earn a UCLA Law certificate of completion for the program. So starting with discussing a little bit about the courses. So first off, the style of these classes is built around the style of a law school class. So that makes these pretty unique in that we have brought here full-time faculty at the law school to come teach you in these executive education classes, because UCLA Law Executive Education is all about providing access to one of the top law schools in the country. And so here lined up are some full-time faculty and then some professors who also come in that we bring in to teach classes at the law school as well. And they're all here for you. And that is starting with employment law as the first course, which starts March 3rd. These classes are online in the evenings, and so they run from 6 to 8 o'clock. The night of the week is usually Tuesday nights, but sometimes it could be a Thursday night or a Monday night. So each class is a little different, but they're all in the evenings and online for it. So as I said, the first one's employment law, and it's with Professor Wog, who is a professor at the law school, teaches employment law. He's also a partner at Fisher and Phillips. And so in these classes, the style that you can expect is that each week you'll have readings that are assigned. And so you'll read cases, regulations, case studies, and then you'll bring that preparation into the live classroom setting each week. And the professors will engage you in discussion. And so they'll engage you talking through the hypotheticals and what great approaches to this, and really start building into a leadership mentality through each of these real world scenarios, each and every class, each every week. So that's the style you can expect. And so thus probably, let's say, an average of about 5 hours a week of prep coming into each class each week is the time, about the, give or take, is what you can expect. The second course is a negotiations 2-day on-campus class. Now, to earn the certificate completion, you technically don't have to come here because we have people from all over the country who maybe can't make it. But this is highly recommended. If you're in the LA, certainly you should absolutely come. Um, Professor Kropkin is a world-renowned expert in negotiation theory, has written multiple books in this topic, and will be with you for a 2-day class in this topic area where you'll be running through various simulations where you'll be in groups. And so he'll teach principles and then you'll apply them in 6 different simulations that occur over the 2 days. And it's really exciting. A lot of people will say this is the highlight of the program. So that is on campus April 11th and 12th. We will have a housing block at the UCLA Inn, which is like right across the street from the law school, which is where this negotiation course will be. If you'd like to purchase that hotel night, essentially for those nights. If not, drive on in. Then the third class will be employment discrimination with Professor Fishkin. That will meet April 3rd through May 11th. Another great class, goes over a lot of really important areas in the human resources field. Next up is wage and hour law class, which is May 28th to June 22nd. So this one is an important area as it's a frequent area of concern for compliance for all institutions. So knowing about this area of law is going to be important to you. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, or maybe both, as far as it in your career. And that's kind of a theme here for these classes, is that these classes and this program is designed to prepare you for your next step in your career. Now, again, so maybe it'll be very valuable today, but we're preparing you to be director level and higher inside these classes in this program. So it's getting you to get exposed to areas that you can step into a bigger role in the future, already having exposure and information and knowledge and ability to think through problems at a higher level. So that's the focus of how we teach the classes. Then finally is our special topics in HR class, which will be taught by will be led by our Director of Executive Education, Jamie Bofshow. And so each week we'll have a different theme in it. And so some of the topics I mentioned before, like engaging employees, organizational management. And so this class isn't necessarily law specific, but it's more just topics that are important skill sets and knowledge to have as HR professionals at these levels. So that is what you can expect from the classes throughout the program. Then as far as the events themselves, so first we have on March 2nd is the mixer and orientation, which will be from 6 to 8 online for March 2nd. That's required to attend. You'll be able to meet everyone in your incoming class. We'll talk through like how to maximize your experience in this program and how to get the most out of these classes. So that'll be that night. Next up is our on-campus networking event on the April 11th. That's if you recall, the negotiation class is April 11th and 12th. So you're here on campus for those 2 days. So that networking mixer is the night of that Saturday. So it's a Saturday, Sunday class. So that Saturday we'll have an on-campus networking mixer for everybody just to hang out and chat in a social environment. Then we have a guest speaker and on-campus networking event on May 2nd for you that you can attend. And then finally, we have an online career advising event June 29th. So that is that as far as the dates are concerned and the types of events you can expect. Now, a little bit more about the mentors. So what we meet with the mentors regularly. We chat through things. Everyone kind of bounces ideas off how to really maximize the experience for each person in the program so that they can help the most. And so we've established what you can expect from having a mentor in this program. And the expectation on the mentors is that if you choose to have one again, is that they are expected to meet with you at least a couple times throughout the course of the program. That could be whatever's mutually agreeable, could be in person, could be online, could be a phone call, whatever. But they meet you at least a couple times, some email exchanges, but some do more than that. So it's really up to the both of you to determine what you want to get out of that relationship. But there's a lot of people who are really experienced and very successful in this industry, which a lot of our participants like to connect with. Now, UCLA School of Law specifically is the #1 law school in Southern California and the #1 most applied to university in the nation. and the number 12 ranked law school nationwide. And so thus, that's why we wanted to provide this type of law school to the public through this type of program to be able to access it. Now, final details about the program are applications. So the application deadline now is Friday. Here we are. The general application deadline is February 13th. So that is tomorrow. So by the end of day tomorrow. We'll put a link in the chat right now that you can go to access the application. To apply, you'd submit this online application. You'd upload your resume and write a little statement about how this degree will benefit you in your career. How this program will help benefit you in your career. And then you submit it. There's no application fee for the second cohort. And then you would hear back within a week or so if you're admitted to this cohort. Now, the charge for the program for the second cohort is discounted to $5,500 total. But if you work for government, nonprofit, or university full time, then it's further discounted to $4,000. So that is the price structure you can expect. There are payment plans available, so you are able to spread out that charge over the cost of the program. If you have an employer sponsoring you, like UCLA or wherever, if you provide a letter to us up front, and you work for UCLA, then that will cover you for charges. But we work with employer sponsor plans, so you can communicate with us directly if that's you, if you have an employer sponsor. But otherwise, that's the amount. It can be spread out over the length of the term of the program. That's up to you how you want to pay it. But that's that as far as the details of the program. But thank you so much for coming. I really suggest connecting with us on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, our executive education page, we post regularly about this program and feature different students and people who've graduated and from this program. And I'd suggest following our LinkedIn page. So you can see the link there on the screen, but we'll also include it in the chat here for you to connect and follow that page. You can always email us at execed@law.ucla.edu with any questions as well. We are more than happy to help. And that's that. So now I'll go ahead and open it up for if anyone has any questions or anything they'd like to ask. Feel free to chat on your question in the chat box, or you can just turn on your mic and ask the question either way.
I guess I do have a question. I might have missed it.
Mhm.
Is this program only offered on the first half of the year, or is there another cohort towards the end?
One time a year. Yeah. So there it would be, it's starting now. The next cohort wouldn't be until a year from now.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep. And one thing I forgot to mention about the classes too is that they're all recorded. And so if you have to miss some of the class sessions or whatnot, then you could just view the recording, and that's completely fine. We just ask you to just give the professor kind of a heads up that you might be missing a session or two, and that's totally fine for this program. They're all the class sessions are recorded. All right. Is there additional questions? I do see one in the chat. Will this program touch on employee relations? That's a great question. Yeah. So yes, in the special topics class, there will be some of the topics covered will be related to employee relations in that. So like engaging employees, for example, and other topics of that kind of nature. So that is embedded into the class, a lot of in that particular class at the end. All right. Other questions? All right. Well, thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate seeing you all. And feel free to send us any questions if you have any by email. And I hope to see your applications in by tomorrow, and to get you in this program, get you going in a few weeks from now. So hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for coming.